Laszlo, Nadia, Nando, Coda, what we do in the shadows. What we do in the shadows.
All that betray me must be destroyed.
Goodbye, Better-Nosed World.
Dark greetings, everybody. This is Adam from FWCI, and this is What We Do in the Shadows, Series 5, Episode 10, Exit Interview, which is a very ominous and potentially foreboding title. Now, I know a lot of people will probably skip the intro, so I'll say this all again at the end, but my What We Do in the Shadows reactions will be less frequent moving forward. I've been doing these once a week for the entire series, but Series 5 the views have been down quite a bit, and the show hasn't been as good, and it is a commitment to make sure I've got a new episode every single week and make sure I'm 2 weeks ahead on Patreon and everything like that. So I'm still going to do Season 6, but here's how it's going to work. At the moment, it's What We Do in the Shadows Monday, Dairy Girls Tuesday, Taskmaster Wednesday, whatever on Thursday, whatever on Friday, Taskmaster on Saturday, and then a movie on Sunday. Moving forward, the schedule's going to look like this. Monday, Our Flag Means Death. Tuesday, Peep Show. Wednesday, Taskmaster. Thursday, Friday, whatever. Saturday, Taskmaster. And then Sunday's going to be a whatever as well. It'll likely be a movie most of the time, but I'm going to step back from doing weekly movie reactions as well to doing at least one a month for my Patreon movie poll. And then I can just sort of do movies sporadically when I want to do them, because movies are a big commitment as well, trying to get those done too. So that's what's going on with the channel moving forward. I will get to the end of Series 6 eventually, but it's not going to be a part of my regular schedule moving forward because Our Flag Means Death is starting very soon. Now, the last episode was a big one. The guide got her fucking revenge, and rightfully so, but the cat's out of the bag. Nandor knows. He reckons he's gonna kill Guillermo, and then he's gonna follow through on the rest of that plan that I'm not gonna say because this is on YouTube. Nandor the unreasonable, Nandor the annoying, Nandor the shit. He's just been a prick for like, I think about 2 seasons at this point. So I don't know what the hell to expect from Nandor. Hopefully this is a moment where he learns a lesson and we see a bit of growth from him. But I think we're going to see a big action scene, a big fight between Nandor and Guillermo, and I'm here for it. So this is What We Do in the Shadows, Series 5, Episode 10, Exit Interview.
It was the longest I've ever stayed a bat, but also not cool because I knew Nandor was trying to track me down to kill me. Eventually, I just went to Derek because I had no one else to turn to. I've just been laying low, hiding for who knows how long.
Alright, Laszlo is the only voice of reason in this show at the moment. So Laszlo, please help Nandor see the fucking light.
Did you bring my meat?
Yes, burgers, extra rare, just like you asked. I tried hypnosis on the cashier so I could get them for free. Turns out I'm bad at it.
Sup, bitch?
What the hell are you doing here? Did anyone see you? Get inside.
Whoa, oh, okay. They're gonna try and help him?
Guys?
Stop, didn't see me. Get inside.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a great disguise.
My name is Detective Policeman.
Funny.
I'm
Simply cannot talk to the vampire who turned you with such disrespect. That is
But he's a moron, though.
yeah, a little.
You talked to him?
Yeah.
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 What'd he say?
Yeah, he's being stubborn as fuck.
I really like hanging out with those guys. I know you didn't mean... I know you didn't mean for things to turn out this way, but I think it's time you need to accept... You know what? Hang on, I cannot take it!
And she's joined them.
Taken his last breath, and I feel
Alright, Batman.
Panera bread.
That's his weakness. I know he used to work there.
Will pay the ultimate price, Guillermo.
Patton Oswalt. Nandor.
That your appearance does not fool me.
I'm not Guillermo! I'm not Guillermo! I'm Patton Oswalt!
It is actually Patton Oswalt in the show as well.
Yes!
What would I know you from?
I was in Ratatouille!
Do you know John Slattery?
I don't know him personally. I know of him. He seems really cool.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
Like a gazelle to his watering hole. And when he does, I will strike.
Are you sure it's that Panera bread?
What do you mean?
There's a lot of Panera breads. They're...
What do you want?
First off, I just want to wish you good luck. You're a nice enough guy caught in a bad sitch. I don't think any of us were hoping for this outcome.
Okay, thanks for that, Colin Robinson.
Exit interview from your job as a familiar and also your life.
Okay.
Familiar exit interview, 10:47 p.m. Colin Robinson.
Is this a Colin Robinson thing, or is this how it's usually done?
And do you think we can get away with not paying the next person?
Okay. This interview's over.
Interview included by subjects who was...
Jay Sturkle, Q4 sales leader, 1977.
I got it at an estate sale, but you get the drift.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Colin. You were a crucial part of this episode.
Patton Oswalt.
You know, it's funny because something like this happened with me, you know, a couple of years ago with my manager.
Just listen. We are not talking about you right now, are we, Patton Oswalt?
No, we're not.
Laszlo, I'm guessing?
Who is it?
Housekeeping! All those science experiments, they were nothing but a blind alley.
Laszlo, you tried your...
Yeah, I think they helped.
Is as loud but less percussive. Sport, yes, that's better. And I say, does that thing have any programs of the adult variety?
What were you in the middle of saying?
I've known you since you were a young... What do you think they're gonna do?
You're gonna tell me something you never told anyone before?
You might have to give me a minute.
So yeah, even Laszlo came by.
Fucking hell.
Bring me closer to them. But it's just left me feeling more alone than ever.
Nandor, can I ask you a question?
Yes, Patton Oswalt.
Your friendship with Guillermo. So, what if you repair the friendship?
There you go.
All that betray me must be destroyed.
Goodbye, Patton Oswalt.
Whoa.
Does make a good point, though.
He just kicked him off a fucking building.
Of course.
Hey.
And then I also brought some friends who wanted to say goodbye. Hi, Daddy.
Oh god, not these fucking things.
In the death of a good man, eternity is seen looking through time. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe.
Thanks for that.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm right here having a nice conversation with your mother.
Nandor. This is relentless.
Don't be long, Sylvia. Still want to see the photographs of Guillermo in his Gothico phase.
But something happened recently and it's made me change my mind.
Oh, yeah? What?
My friend, Patton Oswalt, he passed away quite suddenly.
No, you kicked him off a fucking building.
If I'm lying, then kill me now.
Yeah, this is an interesting venue to pull this shit, Nandor. I think he has turned a page, but I'm still not convinced 100%.
Mami, no! No es peligroso. Wow, that worked.
Whoa. Van Helsing blood, of course.
They are now 5.
I think your math is off.
If I had known Gizmo...
You are 6, thank you.
Which is?
I never got Guillermo to drink human blood.
Oh.
Wait, you never thought of that?
Shut up.
Or else you'll be eternally frozen in this painful and ending limbo. Now drink.
So Guillermo hasn't just tried to drink human blood? Alright, chug.
Fangs. Wow.
Really? That's all it was?
I've never felt more alive.
I really should have thought of that.
I'm a vampire.
Yeah, no shit. He's a Van Helsing vampire.
We hunt!
I'm sorry, Mommy needs to eat.
Alright, sweet. We're going hunting.
FOMO.
Are all those naked college students still running around Morrigan Manor? Yo, alright.
I bonked this one on the head just for you. They're much easier to train and kill when they're not wriggling around.
Alright, Nandor, you sicko.
And I've dismembered like a ton of dead bodies. But back at the restaurant, that was a real living person. And when I leaned in to take I could smell their shampoo, and all I kept thinking was, I can't do this, I'm sorry.
Why are you having so much guilt now, Guillermo?
Guillermo is not cut out to be a vampire. I will fix.
Is this why he never turned him? Because he always feared this? Yeah! How many of these we got left?
You ran out of wishes along.
Oh, shit.
Can't I stretch my legs a little?
I wish I could help you, but
It's very funny.
get in the fucking lane. This time, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, why is this so tense?
You have sound mind and strong of body.
I am.
A choice will be made. This choice can only be made by you. Would you rather be a human or a vampire?
Okay. Guillermo, you're up.
A human.
As I predicted.
It's not that I don't want to be.
Baron Aphanas is disgusted.
Can I get a smaller hook?
They're unisex.
It's a one-size-fits-all.
Are they turning him back to a human now?
Sorry, what's position
Oh.
Just as you are, Derek, that's fine.
Wait, what?
It's the only way, Guillermo.
Won't I die too?
No, you'll go back to how you were when you were turned. You'll just get a month older really quickly.
There's gotta be another way.
There's no other way.
So, really? So Guillermo's not even gonna end up being a fucking vampire?
Guillermo, you okay?
Oh!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, that was fun.
Nandor kept his glasses, that is sweet.
Very nice, yes. We have a sitter waiting at home, so we're gonna head out.
Bye, Baron. Bye, Sire.
I think you made the right choice.
I know.
Now, if you wouldn't mind clearing up Derek's corpse before sunrise, that would be great.
And now he's back to being a familiar, not an equal. And they're gonna keep treating him like shit, I'm guessing?
Take Derek.
Okay.
Come on, old chap. You better get the door.
Mr. Necromancer?
Oh! We're coming back here?
Yeah, it was almost all the money I gave Derek to turn me into a vampire. He only spent like $270 on vampire clothes that he got from Hot Topic.
Get in, you dirty bastard!
Derek.
Okay. Derek's back?
A rehousing option.
No.
Comfort!
What the fuck?
So far!
What's this thriller shit?
JK.
Once you get used to the zombie body, you can actually learn to talk normal again. Like this. Pretty cool, huh?
He just does the
Okay,
accent of the two of
great.
us.
You know, take him for an arm and a leg. Yeah, man.
I do miss it when he was just going Topher.
Friend. Yeah, friend. High five. Oh, yeah.
Oh, why even bother with this?
Hey. Hey, boys, set a place at the table for our new friend, Derek. Hey.
Just paid all that money so that Derek can be a zombie. And that's the end? Oof, that was a rough finale. That was a very, very disappointing finale. I mean, with the finales, you should usually be able to hit those out of the park because you get to have the big moment that you've been building up to throughout the entire series. But that was very, very underwhelming. It barely made me laugh throughout the entire thing because it was quite a serious tone throughout a lot of it. I enjoyed the bit with Patton Oswalt and Nandor. I thought that was, pretty fun. And it started off okay with Guillermo camping out in the hotel room. After that, when they're like, now we're going to make Guillermo a full vampire, now we're going to make him back to a human. It seems to be a thing that this show is kind of plagued with, where they set up these huge character changes and then everything just goes back to the way it was at the beginning of the series. And I know that's kind of a sitcom thing, but this is more than a sitcom. This is like a otherworldly kind of story that you're telling, and I think it would make a lot more sense for this show to have characters come in and out after a season and a half kind of thing. And I did mention this at the start of the video, but if you didn't hear, I am going to be slowing down on my What We Do in the Shadows reactions. I will be finishing the entire series. I will do the rest of Series 6, but it's not going to be a weekly thing that's in early access on Patreon or anything like that, because instead, I will be watching Our Flag Means Death, brought to you by the magnificent Taika Waititi. So it's sad to see that this show doesn't seem to be able to pull off even like a good finale at this point, because I mean the whole thing with Nandor and Guillermo, that's been building for so fucking long. Like, even going back to the first series, it's been a matter of tension between the two, that Guillermo wants Nandor to turn him, and they could have even made like a more of a point on Nandor being like, the reason I never turned you is because I know that you're too much of a human. Like, you're too good of a person. You don't have the killer instinct to be a vampire. I never knew how to tell it to you. Something heartwarming along those kind of lines might have been maybe a better direction to go, but I don't know. It just felt really cheesy and hammy at the end of the way they handled the whole thing. So, very disappointing that this is where the series has come to, and maybe this is why Series 5 has such low views, because the big storyline and the big payoff ended up just being a big old reset. And we had the same thing with Nadja and the Hex in the last episode. Turns out that didn't exist at all. We had the same thing with Laszlo recently, where he was sitting there and I was thinking, okay, this is leading to some kind of like big moment for Laszlo. And then he just snapped back into exactly who he normally is. The one example of this that I didn't mind was Colin Robinson's journey throughout Series 4, how he goes from being a child and then becomes the Colin Robinson that we all know and love once again. I didn't mind that, because at least that was like something going on throughout the series that you could like play with and have fun with and everything, and it makes sense to bring Colin back to being the same character, because being the same is kind of his MO. But if you're watching this, I'm guessing you're probably a fan of this episode, and if you are, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this episode. Tell me why you liked it. Try and convince me, because I'm not here to shit on this show or be, unnecessarily mean about it or anything like that. But that was a pretty goddamn awful finale, and I'm very interested to hear what fans of this episode have to say. And don't forget to subscribe, because Our Flag Means Death is coming up next. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.
Lazo, Nando, Nadja, Colin Robinson, what we do in the shadows. What we do in the shadows. What we do in the shadows. Lazo.